We are from Group 2. We embark on an exploration of fundamental principles of Marxism. In this report, we will dive into the basics of Marxism, offering a clear and concise understanding of its core concepts. Join me as we unravel the fundamental ideas that underpin this influential socio-economic and political theory. Historical development begin in the 19th century as a programmatic view of history that offered the working classes of society an opportunity to change their world. It offered humanity a social, political, economic, and cultural understanding of nature of reality, society, and individual. This topic appears to discuss the historical development of a programmatic view of history that emerged in the 19th century. Essentially, this perspective to empower the working classes by providing them with the means of alter their society. It emphasized understanding various aspects of reality, society, politics, and for example, someone born into wealth might have a different perspective than someone born into poverty. Poverty. Study the relationship between a text and the society that reads it. Example, when you look at a book or article, we think about how the people in our society might interpret, interpret it. For instance, a story about overcoming struggles might inspire hope in a society facing challenges. Study how different classes interact. Class and society helps us understand conflicts, like a story where a rich and poor characters fight resource and showing societal tensions. People's experience are responsible for shaping and developing an individual personality. What we go through shapes how we think. For example, someone who faces discrimination might develop empathy influencing their view and actions.
German dialogy. What is German dialogy? Is the set of the manuscript Marx along with the Engels introduced the theory of historical materialism. They 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 critique various German philosophers and develop a full account of how and world move according to the dominate class. Marx's understanding is the nature of individual and their consciousness is the shaped by the material condition that determine their production and division of laboratory factor in the shaping in nature. The discuss the discuss and mandatory laboratory laboratory of volume and the process of capital accumulation among of, among other things. His critique revolves around of ideas that capitalism creates an elite workforce and per- perpetualism class struggle. What is Das Kapital? This is Marx's most cited work and satirical analysis of capitalism. Here he exposes that the economic struggle of society, particularly and the process and relation of production, are important factor in the shape its nature. He discussed the comedy and laboratory of value and the process of capital accumulation, among other things. This critique revolves around the around the idea that capitalism creates the elite workforce. Then, lastly, the Communist Manifesto. This palette, right by Marx and Engels, served as the platform of the communist religious. It become 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 one of the principal pragmatic sta- statement of the European church societies and communist parties in the 19th and early 20th centuries, and is the arguing that the history of all society and the theory of the class struggles, and they predict the eventual overthrow of the boundaries by the proletariat.